Only 1 minute. Okay, so what is the component of
Screen is not shared, I think.
here it is. Okay, sorry. Why it's not sharing? Share 1 minute. Okay, yes. Now?
Yeah, fine.
No, it's okay, no?
Yes.
So for the steam sterilizer, we have here the chamber with the jacket. Important to understand that. Chamber and jacket. I will tell you what's the function of the jacket. Then we have vacuum tank, no? For what? Which water we fill the vacuum tank? From which water? Which water we fill the vacuum tank?
Normal chilled water.
Soft water.
Soft water. Yeah, soft water.
Nobody will give me the correct answer. So the soft water. And the steam generator or water. Okay, that's clear. So for these machines we need two waters. Water for steam generator and soft water for vacuum pump. Okay.
Temperature, matching the temperature.
You see the temperature, pressure, and every time or not? Or you have to remember you?
23, 24.
No.
Huh?
33, 34, fine. In the case we don't have cold water, but normally more cold better. Yes. In our installation drawing, you can see that we ask for 15 degrees temperature. It's very difficult here. 20, 25, you can.
So normally I think we will ask for chilled water then.
Yeah.
That's why we are not soft water.
Not soft water, because here soft water means very temperature will be
Okay.
so we ask for chilled water normally.
What about the pressure?
So it's 3 to 4 bar.
3 to 4 bar is okay. The consummation, you know the consummation by cycle
200 liter.
for what?
Back on.
Depends of the type of
Chamber
it.
space.
If we drink with for S500, we talk about 250 liter by cycle. And what about the RO water? What is the consummation by cycle? 20, 25 liter by cycle. Very less in comparison with the soft water. Okay. What's that? Generator. For what we use it?
Water steam generator.
To get in steam, no?
Yeah.
We make RO water and we convert it to the steam. No, that's clear. What's that? Heat exchanger.
Yeah.
This one you only find this in the S1000 model. In the S500 there is not.
Yeah.
Why we use the heat exchanger in these machines? What's the importance that we use it?
Humidity.
To reduce the temperature.
Return wall temperature reduce.
To reduce the water consumption for the contact. If there is not exist, after the sterilization, all the condensates and steam are going to the vacuum tank. This makes the temperature in the vacuum tank more elevated. So we need to make more water to reach the 25, 20 degrees we need. With that, there is from one side cold water and from the other side is hot water. So the water we get is more colder than if we get it directly from the chamber. So we get the consumption. Yes.
So where is this heat exchanger in the machine? It's inside the vacuum tank?
Bottom.
No.
Chamber bottom.
Yes, inside the chamber.
Okay, below the
Green color.
Window shower. It's this
Why
one.
is for like one?
It is one. The pink window shower. Okay. We will see that with more detail. Okay, the supply. I told you we need software for vehicle.
Yeah.
That's for all the steam machines. The software for the vehicle and RO water for liquid. What about the air compressed air? We need it. We don't need it.
We need it.
We need it.
Yes.
I saw small compressor on S1000.
Yeah.
Normally, it's optional, but sometimes it can integrate with the machine.
Yes.
If it's not coming with the machine, so we need from the hospital the air supply. Oh?
7 bar. 5 to 7.
Yes, yes. Then,
We
and
have
the last, the drying.
we have model without steam generator also.
Yes. Yes. If the hospital have a steam line,
Yeah.
you can use the steam line from the hospital directly.
Right.
More cheaper and less
Continuous.
consumption for
Yeah.
electricity. Okay.
Right.
Then the drying. For the drying, we only need that the material we use can support this temperature, basically. Okay. I'm talking for the drying in the hospital or in the floor.
Yeah,
because the
of course.
drying coming from the machine. They have to support 80, 90 degrees. That's enough. Okay, now the colors. Main circuit by colors. So we have the blue circuit is the tanks. Vehicle tank and
R water.
generator.
Generator water.
Tank. Then we have the red circuit. The red circuit is the steam injection to jacket, not to shower. To jacket. Because in these machines, we put the steam in the jacket. And then when we need it, from the jacket to the shower. Why we do that? Why we don't put the steam directly to the shower? No? You can do that. No, why we didn't do that?
Or concentration.
To make heat the chamber first, then steam injection.
Mm-hmm. What's more?
Maybe adjust the pressure in the chamber.
What's more?
It will not go directly moisture in the chamber.
In our suggestion, we put the steam in the jacket. Jacket.
So temperature faster. Choose the temperature faster.
Okay, the jacket have steam and have pressure inside. Then we start our cycle with the vacuum, and when we need steam injection to the chamber, we get it from the jacket, not from the steam generator. The jacket, we open this valve and we get the steam. Why we do that? First, if we put steam directly to the chamber, with the difference of temperature, we can get a lot of condensation. Okay. Second, we make always the temperature of the chamber hot. Okay. Okay. Then the vacuum circuits, the green one, vacuum circuits. Vacuum circuits, we have only valve, no return valve or one-way valve, and then the ejector and the vacuum pump. This is the direct vacuum circuit, and it's important. Then steam injection, jacket to chamber, the orange line.
Yes.
In the case of heating of our steam injection, we get steam from the jacket and from the higher side. So once we put steam inside the jacket, so there is condensate here, and this line is the continuous portion. Always we are removing the water from the jacket, and in the heater we have only steam. So once we get the steam from the jacket to the chamber, we get only steam without humidity, without water. So from that we get steam to the chamber in the orange circuit. Okay, it's clear?
Yeah.
For them it's clear, no?
Yeah.
If not, I'm sorry. Then the yellow line. What's the yellow line?
And the condensation line.
Condensation line. The condensation line is, we get it from jacket and from chamber. But different type of pores. I will explain that after. No, I will explain what is the difference between these two. Okay, in which circuit we are? Condensation. So I told you, once we put steam, it's normal to reach condensate in this circuit. So we have to remove this condensate, this water. How we do that? Surprise. I will show you how we do that once we restart.
Okay.
Okay, if you have question, you can ask.
So,
It's okay, you know? That's it. Then the other line is the vaporization. The vaporization is the line going to the heat exchanger, and this circuit we use it after the sterilization plateau.
right.
Once we finish the sterilization, we remove all we have in the chamber, but we do it from the heat exchanger. Okay. Remember, in the serial 1000, in the 500, there is not exchanger, and it's going directly for the vacuum line. Then we have the equalization. Equalization is after the drying, so we have to return to the atmospheric pressure. How to do that? So meeting air in the chamber to reach the atmospheric pressure. Okay? This is the service. Now it's one by one. So this is the tanks, the screw, the vacuum circuit. What we have in the vacuum circuit? We have the vacuum pump, tank, and ejector. What is the role of the ejector?
For the
Ejector,
create vacuum.
creating vacuum. Which method it's using? Venturing method. I will show you. Into the chamber, to the jacket, not to the chamber. This is an error here. Steam to the jacket. This valve is an MV5, is the most used valve in the machine. It's always on off because we put steam here, we lose the pressure, we open it again and again and again. He work a lot. Okay, it's a pneumatic valve. You know this pneumatic valve is working a lot. Then we have steam injection from the jacket to the chamber. Other pneumatic valve. Okay, we need to make steam injection chamber. We have to open this and we get steam from the jacket to the chamber. Okay. Evaporization valve, heat exchanger, and to the vacuum directly. And aeration equalization. Here we have air filter, no return valve, and pneumatic valve, and then to the chamber directly. Okay, so now this filter, I have some how I control that? I see that for all the zone, Middle East and Africa, how many machines I have in all these countries, no? A lot of machines. That means if I have 200 machines, I have to buy
100
filters.
What happened?
Mm-hmm.
I have 200 machine and maybe I buy 20 filters. That means nobody sells this filter.
Yeah.
And it's very important.
Bacteria.
Why? After sterilization, after doing that, the material is sterile and I put to the load bad quality of air.
Mm-hmm.
This is antibacterial filter.
Yeah, antibacterial.
So this filter remove everything from the air, and once I put the air in the load, this air have to be clean. So if I didn't change that, everything I do.
Maybe some customers they are purchasing from the local market.
I don't think that because I see some machines, people don't care for that.
Yeah, there is
No, here there is local
specification on the, but I had experience in Pakistan when I was there. So
They were from local.
you have to purchase directly from the manufacturer. It's costly. So with the same specification, they are purchasing from the local market.
I don't know, but I told you the
Yeah,
statistic in my zone.
this should be changed.
It's very low quantity in comparison with the machines. If some countries buy it from local and charge it,
Yeah.
I am not against that. I prefer to put the original part,
Yeah.
but at least there is some filter for this type. But and a lot of customers there is not charging this filter. 5, 10 years, the same filter. If it's not broken, nobody
It's
charges.
very bad, but I saw some machines, they remove the filter.
Yes, they remove the filter directly. Yeah.
No filter, because if filter is choke, so it's like very too much taking the low, air quantity is very low to insert in that.
Take a time to.
So there's movement. It's directly
That's not
very bad, because it's antibacterial, it's taking the air from outside.
Yeah. And if the machine in the area is not clean, all these things come to the load directly after the sterilization. Okay. Teamwork. Now we have a small idea. Now let's see.
Allen. Yeah. Actually, I'm not sure he has training lecture. Tariq is conducting the technical training for everyone. Yeah, from my yeah. One minute, let me.
Can you open the mic?
English.
Yes,
English, where are you right now? Alain or Abu Dhabi?
Alain.
Alain. He is an Alain related.
At the end of the meetings,
Okay. I will ask him
I
to.
have some queries about.
Yes. Yes.
Which is related to that, so I will discuss. I
Yes,
will need 10 to 15.
Okay.
No problem.
So, hello, come in. Yes, better. Hello. Okay. This could be around 50,000 or 20,000. Because, because power will be consumed more, I think, 15 to 20. So consider improving our margin. Yes. Including our margin, yeah. So the margin is 15,000. 15 to 30,000, around like. The battery capacity and quality is
Okay, we can get the training again.
Yes, I will give you the presentation after that.
long life month.
This is our competitor.
Okay.
I went to Czech Republic for triple M.
BMP.
So BMP.
What is it?
Actually,
I also have training from from Czech Republic.
You have this machine, right?
No, at that time I was working in Mediclinic.
Okay, okay.
So that's why I went there for training. Through administration.
at least your mic was working.
Yes?
At least your mic working. I will complain now. Arabic தாடி அர்ஜுன் அங்கிருந்து கொடுத்துருக்காங்க. நாங்க நீங்க வர ஆண்டு பேசுறது போன் வைக்கிறது.
You continue?
Yeah, yes.
Paycom system is important. So I do this training, and after that, I don't want to leave you asking about any problem related with that, no? Because it's now it's very easy, and you have to understand. If you don't understand me, you stop me, and we will continue, no? So this is the chamber, okay?
Yes.
Vacuum line, the green one, the vacuum line. This valve is for the heat exchanger. It's closed.
At the time of
Everything is closed during the vacuum. In the vacuum, with the vacuum only in the chamber. So the vacuum is the green light you see in this cycle profile.
Yeah.
So the green line, we use this pump and this tank. Okay. So I will now give you some example for what can happen or if we have any problems. So, what is the vacuum system? Basically, is to extract the air from the chamber and all the adjacent houses. Okay, yeah, you have to extract that. The vacuum system is based on the Venturi principle. The Venturi is the ejector. The vacuum system encompasses of ejector, water pump, and water tank. Okay, this is the component. Okay. Now, I start my vacuum. First, what is the pressure I have to reach in the steam sterilizer for the vacuum? You remember or not? Let's remember, no? So we have to reach 15 kilopascal. Okay, this is the minimum for this vacuum, no? We have to reach 15 kilopascal. So, to reach that, we start our vacuum step. The vacuum pump starts working, the water comes through the ejector, and then we create a venturi, and we open this valve, and we remove all the water from the chamber and these houses. But we read this pressure in the chamber. So we need 15 kilopascal in chamber. Remember, here, after, when we start cycle, there is 100 kilopascal in chamber. So we have to reach 15 kilopascal in the chamber. So we start removing all we have in the chamber, removing to reach this pressure. Now, if I can't reach this pressure, what can be the possible problem I have?
Gasket.
Gasket, okay. If the gasket is not, if I have a leak, of course I can't reach that because there is some air coming to the chamber always. More.
Pump efficiency, maybe it's less.
Because of the pump, can be the pump, it's not, the performance is not good and it's not reaching the pressure.
Pipeline leakage.
Non-return valve.
What?
Non-return valve.
No-return valve. Okay, if the no-return valve is not opened well, we cannot reach this pressure. More.
Also, there is a valve. There is a valve where it releases the the water. What is that called? It's just like attached to the chamber, and it's like a stainer. The staining water is releasing through that.
Okay. Okay. So can be also the pneumatic valve for the vehicle.
But only saying.
Can be this one. Can be any valve and adjunct. Also, if the water of tank is very hot, we can reach the pressure or not.
Sorry, you got a call from Mohammed Hassan?
No.
Yeah, so he's saying urgent from Arabul. Actually, he want to reach you. Yeah, no, he want to reach you over the phone only.
And who is Muhammad Hassan?
Salesman.
I know him.
Yeah, there is some issue in Allen International Hospital, something. They complained in Arabul.
I don't know.
That's what he
From
Allen International Modern Hospital.
We have two machines, old one and SC500.
Yeah, there is an issue, water quality issue.
What's the issue?
It's not working, water quality issue. Something they complained in Arabul booth.
We don't have any
Yeah.
information.
which customer?
Allen International Hospital.
Alan Hospital. Actually, we have one machine in Alan IVF, Paki IVF.
Okay.
That is I am maintaining since last 7 months.
Okay.
What that is without any information.
They didn't complain me.
Yeah.
So
I don't know. I'm waiting for you.
I'll send you the number already. You will maybe reach.
Okay. So if we don't reach this pressure, or there is a leak, the leak can come from any connection in the chamber,
yes.
or the no-return valve is not opened correctly, the pneumatic valve is not opened, the ejector is not good and it's dirty, the vacuum pump is not working well, the temperature is high, gasket, there's many possibilities. Okay?
So we need to check all these possibilities.
For the important to do a vacuum test. Okay? If we have a problem, we cannot reach the pressure during the cycle. Of course, if you don't during the cycle, you have the chamber with load. There's many things, but in the vacuum test, the chamber is empty, and we do our test. During the test, we can see what happened. We can see which is the pressure we reach, is it stable, is not. Can see, and we can have a mini idea from where we can get the problem. Okay. Okay. This is for the vacuum circuit. The vacuum system. This is the ejector. For the ejector, so we put water from the pump from this place, and we turn it to the tank for the other place. With these movements, we create a venturi for this upper side, and we remove the water air from the chamber from this side. Okay, this is the water circuit. So we have chamber. This is the chamber valve, vacuum valve at no-return valve, the ejector, the pump, and the vacuum valve. So this circuit is working always. The pump return the water to the tank always, and with this, when we open this valve, we suck all we have in this chamber to the circuit, no, and we mix it in the vacuum tank again.
Sometimes this pneumatic valve, this plunger valve, also it's like there is a leakage in that valve.
No, this pneumatic.
This one
Yes,
is pneumatic valve
pneumatic.
to work with air.
Yeah, work with that.
With
If
air.
there is a low air pressure also, it's not
There is
properly, not
pressure.
discharged properly.
No, if there is low air pressure, you can get. Yeah, this valve cannot open properly, but also you can get problem in the gasket
Yes.
because all that is working with air. The gasket is pressurized with air. If the air pressure is down, is less, so the first you get the alarm for the pressure gasket. Okay, and of course this will not open properly. Okay,
Actually, it's not repairable also. It's not repairable. The valve.
repairable?
Yeah, you can't able to repair.
No,
Right, actually,
I repaired in past.
you can. Exactly, we have.
There is a Teflon,
There has a key.
washer only. So we need to open that one, and if we can like prepaid from any machinist, local market, so for the time being we can repair, but it will be not efficient as per the manufacturer.
Yes, normally we change. There is I think to change some gasket and something is inside the pump, but to give you more work and more time than changing the valve. There's not a big difference between the kit and the valve. Okay, but you can repair it. Okay. Steam. What is the steam? Good question. No, what is the steam?
This is like a gas state of water.
Huh?
Gas stage of water.
Gasket?
No, no,
Yeah.
Gas.
Water.
Gas of water.
Yes,
Okay. From where we get the steam?
Steam generator. From what?
Water.
water.
Water with temperature give us steam. So, but what with each temperature, we know that water starts boiling at 100 degrees.
Yeah.
People get one.
So we need more than 100 degrees to get steam, to convert water to the steam. Okay? So what we use in that, we use water, RO water, and heaters, not we can convert that.
Yeah.
Okay, so the osmosis water supply fills the steam generator tank. The level of the tank is controlled by a float. No? The pump fills the generator. Now it seems easy, no? It seems easy.
Yeah, it
But
looks
it's not like that. So what we have? First we need RO water.
Yeah.
With this RO water, we fill this tank. This tank have a level float.
Yeah.
They don't have a water temperature sensor, not like the vacuum tank. The vacuum tank have a temperature sensor. This steam generator tank didn't have this sensor. Then we have filling pump. We have one-way valve, and we have restrictor. And then a manual valve in case we have to change something in steam generator. Okay? That already said that. Right. Good to see you. Good to see you, sir. Good to see you. Yeah. Is that okay?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Fine. Right, morning, sir. Good to see you, man. Thank you. Thank you. Good.
Yes. No, we are doing the training. So, how was your trip?
Yeah, it was good.
Good? Okay. Your site in Arab Hand is good?
Yeah,
Everything's okay?
yesterday and day before yesterday I was too busy.
Yeah.
Even yesterday I winded up around the last moment till 6 o'clock completely were there.
Good, yeah. Have you visited Matachana staff or
No, not yet.
Oh.
Not yet. I have to
Okay.
have to do that.
Okay.
Today is not on plan actually.
Okay, well, when you can, they are there. I was there yesterday, but today I can't.
Sure.
So, tip easy, no?
Yeah.
Water here, they compound and we fill it. In the case of 1,000 machines, we have triple switch, for 3 levels.
Good.
Security level, minimum and maximum. Okay, so once we reach the maximum level, in this moment the heater starts working.
Right.
If not, for security. Okay? Restrictor, for what we have the restrictor in the circuit? What is the role of the restrictor? Because this is a pump giving water here. We need this water, the flow is the water, we have to control it, not put it at maximum. So with the restrictor, we put this pressure with the flow we control by this restrictor.
Good.
This restrictor have a small diameter inside. That means can be sometimes it's not given as water.
Yeah.
We have to clean or replace. Also the no one-way valve. Good. So the circuit is clear. Now, this no one-way valve also because the pressure in the steam generator is higher than that pressure. You cannot return the hot water to our pump and damage it.
Yes.
So we have this no one-way valve. This pressure cannot reach the pump. Okay, inside we have 3 heaters, always, and
Water level.
in the case of SC500, there is 3 independent floaters, and in the case of 1000, there's 1 floater, triple floater. Once the water reaches the maximum level, the heaters start working. start working, we start now converting water to steam. Once the pressure in the steam generator is okay, now we can fill the jacket. Okay, we open this valve and we send steam to the jacket. This is happen with machine standby, machine on, but no cycles. So open, but this valve always working and this always working. So we have the machine ready to do cycles. Now we close the door. We start our cycle. What's the first phase?
Vacuum.
Vacuum. After that, what we inject here? Steam. From where?
From jacket to
From jacket to the chamber. Opening only this valve and this valve. Okay. When we put steam inside, what we control but by pressure or by temperature?
Both should be.
Pressure and temperature. Okay. It's clear for the moment, no? This is what I told you to feed the steam generator. Pump, one-way valve, restriction, and this is a manual valve. In case I have to change some steam generator, I close and I can remove without any problem. This valve is on this manual and always open. Okay? In this circuit, we have the same. We have a filter, we have a pneumatic valve. Okay? This is the jacket. I showed you what we use the jacket. Then, tank. Which water we have here? Our water. Pump, other tanks. Pump, we fill the steam generator. We have the pressure. We open the pneumatic valve. We fill the jacket, and then from the jacket to the chamber. It's easy?
Yeah.
Sample, no? And only here we have security valve for the jacket if the pressure is too much, and pneumatic valve. We open this pneumatic valve, and automatically with the pressure comes from the jacket to the chamber. Now I ask you. Okay, I ask you. Okay? Jacket is smaller, chamber is big. I have to reach a pressure or hit this chamber. It's enough. This steam from the jacket to the chamber is enough. What we do?
The steam will go in the pulses inside.
No, I am asking. We get steam from jacket to the chamber.
Yes.
Okay. I want to reach, for example, the maximum pressure.
Yes.
It's enough. This quantity to reach that, and
But not enough, but it will go in the pulses. It will again take the steam, jacket will take the steam from generator in the pulses. So with the multiple pulses, it will go to the chamber.
Both has to work together actually.
so this one is open. We are filling that, and this one open. We are filling that.
So it should go on and off. When this is on, this should be off, this should be off.
But what can happen here? I will ask you, and I will answer you. What can happen here? I am getting steam from that to the chamber, and from the chamber I am working water, but I am making water, cold water here.
Yeah.
So to get steam. Maybe I don't have enough production of steam to can fill.
Yes. Damping can happen.
Yes. So you see here, I stop. This phase I stop waiting for more steam. Because I cannot do that directly to the maximum pressure and temperature. Okay, so I do like this, then I stop a little, I get more steam in my steam generator, and then I continue.
One more thing, I want to inform, there is a steam generator capable to 135 kilopascal maximum, the steam generator.
What?
The pressure, 135.
No, 135, no. The pressure in the steam generator I am
No,
talking,
pressure, okay.
I am talking about the pressure, absolute pressure, not there's two pressures, the absolute and the
Constant pressure.
No. There is the pressure absolute starting from zero
Yes.
and the pressure starting from the atmospheric pressure. Okay, here we will go always from the atmospheric pressure. We start in all the gasket, and all the goes zero mean 100 kilopascal for the real pressure. Okay, so in the machine you see pressure in the chamber zero, but really it's 100 kilopascal is the atmospheric pressure. So if the steam generator makes zero, that means 100 kilopascal. In this case, we have to reach 3 bar. That means 2 bar.
2 bar more additional.
Yeah. Okay. So once we reach this pressure, we start sending steam to the
Temperature,
circuit.
what is the temperature? 135 temperature.
In this, we don't care about temperature in the steam generator. Temperature is in the chamber only. Temperature is not important. We control the pressure only. There is of pressure. Okay? Only pressure. The pressure and temperature are relaxed. We have a table, pressure 121 degrees. Okay? So it's clear in the circuit,
Yes.
no problem in the circuit. I start asking now.
What if the dampening is more and the vapor is not getting enough? What could be the reasons for this?
No, for the capacity of the chamber and of the steam generator.
Hmm.
So for the steam generator cannot give us continuously, I am talking continuously steam enough to reach jacket, to fill jacket and chamber to the maximum pressure in this sometime continuously. We can get to this
Threshold. That
Yes.
is the point. Okay.
for these points. I have to wait a little, and then a little I am talking about 15-30 seconds. Then I continue the rest of the pressure injection to reach the maximum. Okay. Then when I reach the maximum, I stop this valve. This valve is always open and closed, not because there is condensate here always.
So if it is a steam issue, I can check up this non-return valve one, the regulator, and the solenoid valve for opening. These are the paths which is available.
Steam coil,
Yes, now I will ask you now. For example, I will ask different question concerning this the steam now. For example, the steam in the chamber, this is the chamber, never reach. I don't reach my pressure for start the sterilization. What can be the problem?
First of all, we need to check water it's filling the steam generator.
What is the steam
If
generator?
it's not filled until the third sensor, a heating element will not getting on. So first of all, we need to check. Then if the heating element is on, we need to check like that valve is open and steam is going to the jacket. If this there is a steam in the jacket, and then third part we need to check there is a valve between jacket to chamber. So we need to check that one.
As well as that return path, that feedback path. That is also quite important.
Okay, so first one, we have to check if we have water in the tank, no? Second point, if there is water in the steam generator. Then if the heaters are working or not. But we have sometime, we have how many heaters here?
three.
Sometimes only work on 1 or 2. You don't know because the contractor is the same
Yeah.
and it's on, but the temperature is not given quickly. That means one of the heaters is not good. Okay, then we have to check this valve, this pneumatic valve. It's okay. We have to check the pressure in the jacket. If the pressure in the jacket is okay, that means from this circuit to that, we didn't have any problem. So now we check here. But there is another question. Maybe everything is okay, but I don't reach the pressure. If I have a leak, can be a reason. I have a leak in the chamber. Yes. Yes.
Yes, a possibility.
Yes.
In the door or the yes.
In the gasket, like that. So I am putting steam here, but it's not issued. Okay, the other possibility here, in the circuit, in the new machine, in the push, continuous push, we have electrical valve and restrictor. What means that? Once I put the steam in the jacket, in this moment, when I open this valve, I open this only in the same time. So I put steam and I am pushing the condensate and the water from the upper side, from the downside from the chamber. Okay, that means in the center I am removing the condensate from the chamber. Okay. So if the circuit, we have a restrictor here. The restrictor, the pressure and the water coming out is very less than I am putting on. So I can reach the pressure. This is open, I can reach the pressure without any problem. You can't then, if I open that and I am putting all the steam are going out.
Yes.
No, going out only a small quantity of condensate steam, but I can reach my pressure without problem. Now, if I have any leak here, so I can lose the pressure and the pressure take a lot of time to reach the pressure I need. Okay? Any questions, Satish?
How many heating elements? 3 heating elements are there.
Yes.
So the 3 heating elements are same wattages or different?
Same voltage. The difference that in the SC1000, one heater is working with one contactor and 2 heaters with one contactor. So there is only 2 contactors.
2 contactors are there.
One for one heater and one for 2 heaters.
Okay, but the power is concerned.
The same.
Same. All are same.
Yes.
In the 5,000,
In the power charger, the
only
same.
one contact.
Three, but one conductor.
500 also same, like one is going to the one heater, second and third is connected to the another relay.
Okay, so continue. And this is I explain you the continuous push. That's very important. The continuous push is very important. We have 2 circuits for continuous push. One for the jacket and the other for the chamber. Okay, 2 continuous push. Because told you we put steam in the jacket and from the jacket to the chamber. So once we put steam in the jacket, the contact steam with the surface
chamber.
give us different temperatures and give us condensate. So we have to remove this condensate. For that we use for the jacket we use pulser, the automatic pulser. It's working with temperature. Okay, here is called temperature. It's open it and removing the water. Once it is steam, hot temperature, it close it. Okay. So once, if we have here water, it's open and we remove the water. When the water is removed and I get steam, it's closed. Okay. In the case of the chamber, it's different. In the case of the chamber, we have electrical valve. We open it electrically. Activate it, it's open, and a restrictor. The restrictor have a diameter, a small diameter, to remove only a small quantity of water. This one is activated with this valve. In the moment of the steam injection, I open it and I remove the water. And this one is with temperature. I detect cold temperature, I open to remove the water. Okay, I detect steam, height, I close, and I have only steam here in the chamber. Okay, clear? Okay. We'll see it's clear or not after checking that. But it's easy. Eh? We can.
What are the purpose of this purge actually? What is the purpose of this purge?
The purge is to remove the. Once you put here the steam, this is condensate. To remove this condensate, the water from the chamber. But in case of the chamber, is only in the injection of steam moments. In the case of jacket, always.
Okay, but the chamber is already, so it will be hot as well actually.
Mm-hmm.
How the deposition will be there? All the time the steam will be there too much, right?
Yes, this is the downside of the steam of the chamber. In this down part, there is metallic part, smaller metallic part, where there is the 2 heaters.
Okay.
Behind that, we have this circuit to remove the water for the down side.
So it will pull the water droplets.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So the chamber will be always like a curve, so that it will.
No, the chamber is like that, but after the chamber,
Okay.
we have this part from the chamber, from the drain of the chamber, we have this part. And from this part, we have the circuit of the vacuum circuit, exhausting, and the push to remove the water from there. I will show you that. Let me show you at 3D. At 3D. Connect to the server, Matachana server. Okay. Okay. Service, and let's see 104. No, 106. 1000.
It's not coming in the screen. Then.
Yes, I will put it in screen now. We will share with you now. Goodness. Okay. Take a time, eh? Sorry.
Eric, on the screen, it is showing two levels, LWL and LW. What is this this one?
Yes, level for steam generator.
Okay.
Low and the highest level.
Both for steam generator only.
Yes.
How can we confirm that the water is continuous? Like if the hospital supply stops in between, we cannot know no, on the steam generator. Like the water supply to the vacuum, because pressure was good, but later pressure was low. So any chance to know the any alarm or something will pop up?
Yes, you can. If you didn't have water in any of tanks, the tanks have switch level switch. No, if they didn't have, they get an alarm. Get an alarm from the warning, not alarm, warning from the machine. I don't know if that's will work.
It's asking something, what is this options and
No, I put it. I put the option and now it's not responding. But all the Adobe, not responding.
process, you can continue with that.
Yeah, but let's see if I can continue with the.
Software thing, software troubleshooting software.
Since you ordered it, right?
You place the IOC.
You already. Everybody is having that access for Matachana's portal, is it like?
Yeah.
You have access?
Yes. So I will request for sir. Access for the portal Matachana.
You have all access or not?
They want, for us only 2% will have access.
I need.
Oh, you need, okay, send me your
It is in the email.
mail and I will give you access.
Good.
Guru have access, no?
No.
No?
No. Only single person.
To the portal. You too have access.
Yeah. Person?
Fazal,
3% only have that. And at least also you have to make it at least for line. It's from online. It's alone.
What about Kiran?
Kiran, and he is in
so internally, and my email with all the person,
in the organization.
yes, all the person that need access to
Two access. WhatsApp and portal.
box and portal, yes.
Two. Or not only.
Yes, for box. Yes. You send me an email and I will give them access. So we'll continue that, waiting for the 3D. So for the steam is clear how we get the steam and how we put it in the chamber and when we need it during the cycle, no? Now the continuous push is also clear or not? No? Ask me.
Go back.
I'll go back.
No, that's like very scared.
Okay.
Even the AC tank inside the heater, no? The tank. What is the reason? Just explain to them. The heater, the tube, no? The tank inside.
This one?
Yeah. To maintain the RO temperature.
No. The tank, the steam generator tank, didn't have any temperature probe. Have only float switch or level switch.
Okay.
This line is coming from the heat exchanger.
Yeah.
What I told you, after the sterilization plateau, we'll remove the water and condensate from the chamber, but we don't put it directly to the vacuum circuit for the water consumption. So we use heat exchanger. This heat exchanger have two lines, one cold and one hot. And the mix of these two lines cold the hot water and heat the cold water. Then we get here a colder water in our steam sterilizer. But from the other side, we have the other line. No, I will explain you better. Look. Everything is explained here. This is the heat exchanger. Okay? Water valve, soft water. From one side we put water, cold water. And from the other side, the line coming from the chamber after the sterilization. So this line is hot and this line is cold. But when these two lines is mixed, we make this line more colder. We can put it to the vacuum circuit without any problems. And now we have another problem. We have this line. When we put this line in the dry directly, no. So we take in the steam generator tank. Normally, this water go into the steam generator and we heat it. Why not? We put this water already heat
and then give more.
inside, but not millenniated because this water is not RO water. This is RO water. So we put this serpentine inside this water. Salt only.
Yeah,
Go from the serpentine and then go to the dry. This water go to the dry. By we profit this heat to heat hot a little the tank for the steam generator, the RO tank.
Why we are not use RO water in all that?
The RO water is good for the steam generator. He keep well the heaters, but not good for the pump.
Yeah.
Vacuum pump.
Okay.
He didn't have conductivity.
So as per according to the Roman, he told me when you're getting the RO temperature water, no? So example 25 degree, when you get the coil, you maintain extra 2 to 5 degrees. When you exchange after the exchange, it pass through the exchanger, the temperature is more higher.
More danger.
So passing the water, RO temperature also continuously making the temperature 25 to 30 degree. 5 degree.
Yeah, you make it reserve. In the same time, you are putting cold water in the.
Yes, yes. It's not mixed. So you
Steam generator. So this was the condition of steam generator I sprayed last month. This was this much scaling inside.
What's that?
This much scaling inside the steam generator.
The Align Hospital.
This is no. This is Harley Street.
Okay.
This bad quality of water.
No, I sent them an email. I said I will not allow to run the machine until you fix this your RO.
No, you cannot run the machine with this condition.
It's I will show you the good picture. See.
There's more good pictures.
One. See. This is inside. So.
This is RO water.
Yeah. And.
This is, you remove the.
I remove the heater and I take it out this much scaling in the ball. See.
No, it's not.
So they after that they repaired the RO water system. I check the conductivity. Then I allow them to repair the machine.
For information, we started putting the inline filter actually.
Yes.
Inline filter for all our installations as of right now. Wherever we are putting even galleon, even in Barakwa, we started fitting it. So that, yeah, so we started fitting it. So maybe that is, you make this as a practice in your sites, wherever we have the contract and we have the new equipment under warranty.
In Abu Dhabi, 2 contractors and I send them an email. They put them by themselves.
No, let's maintain one uniformity.
Yeah, that is not a normal. This is not normal one filter which we are replacing. So it's a fiber ring. It's a steel type of filter. So it's not easily, it's not expensive maintenance, not expensive maintenance. It's cheaper. 5 years only you have to replace it.
Check out both the teams collaborate each other and try to get the best solutions for the input water is concerned. This can reduce a lot of our problems actually, sedimentation issues.
Sorry, I remember one thing. Is there any special key to open heating element because I faced too much problem when I was.
But I have 500, no?
That was handed over from ADI to.
We have a key. We have a key.
So that time I faced too much problem.
See,
there is a key. We have a key in our. I will send you the code number.
That I need to purchase
no problem.
It's perfect for the.
You have?
You have?
Because that time when I replaced this.
No.
This
have the
scaling,
key.
it's damaged to element.
Yeah.
So that time I replaced this element, but I was using improper tool. So I fixed it, but I need proper tool.
We have a key done only for remove the heaters for the SC500. It's good. Okay, I will send you the code and the price. For this problem, normally we didn't our distributors, the most of distributors didn't accept any service contract if the hospital don't have the water system, the water treatment system, because that's happened, and you can lose money with this problem.
Machine water quality site list test for this sensor.
Is there any specific recommendations the water quality?
Yes, I will share with you now. Yes, I will share with you now. We see that. We see that.
Requirements. What Satish is writing, some customers are asking the water quality. You know that what is that?
It's only, sir, we can use our conductivity meters.
No, it's not a conductivity meter.
They said that
Standard, they have a sensor.
No, there's a millimole current of something is there. That no. When they send this one to the send it to the quality systems for water checking, it will give what are the particles per millimole.
To check water quality, we have conductimeter to check conductivity, to check dirty and pH. This is the.
It is already there inside the machine.
No, that's
no. The machine don't tell you the water quality.
Okay, but in future, is there is anything you can able to?
We are talking that maybe the next machine. We think that we can get the new model in next year.
Okay.
Maybe he can give these conditions. These
possibilities. Important. At the end, these are basic parameters to start the process actually.
We know, but that can be useful, but in the same time can stop
Stop
the
block the
sterilizer,
rest.
block the
Stop block.
machine working.
Yeah.
If this message, the most of people they work for to get a good water, but sometimes they didn't have good water. If this reason block the machine, the client don't want this machine. No?
I got it. See, we understand your concern. It should not take up the prices of the unit higher.
Yeah.
But there are certain basic things which needs, if we are maintaining it, our product life will be good, and it's comparatively you can
Yeah.
tell them, yeah, it's expensive, but the thing is that the quality is much better than
normally
any other products.
a lot of distributors what they do now with the machines, they offer also the water system treatment, the RO, and they include it in this contract maintenance.
Mm-hmm.
Don't let the hospital do that, because the hospital didn't do. The hospital let that for the last. So with one you go to check the machine, you check also the water system treatment. Okay, and you change the filters. You check everything with your visits. I think it's important to do that by yourself.
For that, we need to purchase only one TDS meter and one conductivity.
Yeah, TDS only I was talking. Yes.
You have
Profile dissolve out. Yeah.
So is there any recommendation in the manuals about TDS, like how much TDS should be?
Yes.
Expensions. Yeah.
Specific, everything is specific. So for that, in our document, we have all the specification of the water.
Now what happens
To
is
the
that
installation, sorry, sir. So after the install, we will do installation, we will test it, everything is done.
Yeah.
So after the installation, the customer should follow the same DTA. So they want to have same device. After 1 month or 2 months, they have to.
But the problem, if you don't include this part in your contract or in your visits, you cannot control if he changed the filter, if the water is good or not.
no, but if there is any indicator that it's TDS is high or the conductivity is high, you should tell them, see, it's up to you.
Yes.
The machine will run, but don't blame us.
Yeah.
That the same I did with them. I sent them an email in that. I said I will not allow to run the machine until you fix this.
Yeah.
So next day they fixed that
Exactly.
system. I went there. I checked TDS with that water purification company. They came and they put one digital meter about TDS.
Mhm.
So when TDS was done, so I ran them.
What you can do, and Excel,
Yes.
you put it in the treatment water, and every week they have to inscribe the value,
That you can.
the value, and you can
Check something, they have to put it manually.
yes, manually.
At least monthly once they have.
Monthly once, 5 months.
And then send me the checklist. Okay, it's okay. No, in this day it will that's okay. So you can
Not only check, we need the value.
Yeah, yes.
And compare the value whenever you go there with the tool or whatever.
So we can check.
And if everything is okay, it should be fine. Otherwise,
yes, it will be fine.
they should take care of their internal resources, water or whatever.
Because that affects a lot to the machines. No, if the water is not good, give a lot of problems. No. Okay, so we'll continue. So for the heat exchanger is clear, not clear. So the idea for installing that, because in the S500 machine there is not. Only the idea is to reduce the water consumption for the vacuum tank. Okay, water is there, so we call this water and we put here colder water in the tank, and then we don't need to change all this water all the time. This is the idea, the basic idea for that. Vacuum breaking. What is the vacuum breaking? It's the last phase. No? Once we finish the drying, so we have to reach the atmospheric pressure in the chamber. How we do that?
It will the upper valve for the atmospheric pressure will open with the filter. This will
But how we make air inside? There is
there
no
is the plunger valve. There is a command to open that plunger valve. So that will be open, and vacuum pump will be run.
not the compound now.
It's stopped from here. When it will be open, so if there will be the vacuum in the chamber, so air will come down.
Okay, the chamber is under vacuum, so when we open that, chamber suck air from the exterior. Air come into the chamber to reach the atmospheric pressure. Once the pressure inside the chamber and the atmospheric and out is the same, in this moment we can open the door and the cycle is finished. Okay, so in this circuit we have only filter important, one-way valve and pneumatic valve.
Yeah.
Okay. The one-way valve close.
Written part is closed.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
after you need to replace the PPM and the one way valve because sometimes
Yes.
stuck.
Yes, yes.
We will not reach the atmosphere.
Okay.
Even the one part of door is not working, but one of the reason.
Yeah.
Door is not
Can be
working.
the-
Yes, we are finding so much. Finally, you will find that.
This is easy
Yeah.
to check. Once you start this phase, if the pressure is not increasing, so there is a problem in the service.
But normally with this opening up the the air valve, that is enough to fill it, or do you require any suction to be sucked?
No, it's enough. Diameter is
Automatic, sir. There is no.
normally it takes 30 seconds, 1 minute.
30
And,
minutes.
yes. It's
It's like
But-
releasing a vacuum area slowly and
yes,
getting
it's inside. Once I told them that this filter is very important, but no, nobody says this. No. They say, it's okay, it's a filter. They clean it, it's a filter. No, it's an antibacterial filter. It's very important. Okay. So it's with the kit, it's come always with the kit every year.
Yeah.
But okay. So any question is clear? Remember this profile. This is the cycle profile.
Yes.
This profile have to be here always. Why?
rhythm.
Yeah.
It's not
It's clear.
standard steam sterilization.
Why? I come to the machine, I have a problem. Let's make the report. Okay, the problem is in this phase, in the heating phase. What is the element in the heating phase? This element. So you can go directly to check what's happened to the problem. No, if you don't know how the machine is working, it's a problem. No. So we have the pre-vacuum, heating, sterilization, exhausting, drying, and vacuum breaking. The green line, vacuum pump working, only vacuum pump. The orange line, steam injection to the chamber. This line, what is this color? Purple? Purple color?
Yeah, purple color.
The purple line is exhausting.
Yeah.
That means exhausting by the heat exchanger. And the blue line is air to the chamber.
Right.
Okay, this different circuit. So if I have the problem here, heat exchanger. Here, steam. Here, vacuum circuit. Okay?
It is the exact number of cycles it will do it, or it's only a kind of.
And all the cycle the same.
It's a.
No, what I mean is that, say for instance, this
The vacuum pump you are telling me. Pulses, yes, vacuum pulses.
How many times?
With the different.
it will be the same number of periods it will do it.
Same number.
So I will say that 1, 2, 3,
Eight.
4, 5, 6, 7.
8.
Yeah, eight numbers.
Always
will do
eight.
it. Always 8. Okay.
8 under
Injection.
atmospheric and 3
Water.
over atmospheric pressure. This is always the same. The difference between 121 degree cycle and 134 degree cycle is the pressure here and the time
Time
in
duration
the,
will be
the duration. But this, the same. The number of pulses is the same.
This is what I'm
Okay.
saying.
We reach the same pressure. Here we reach 15 kilopascal and here 70 kilopascal. The difference in the 121 degrees, here we have to reach 121 degree, 200 kilopascal, and in 134 we have to reach 300 kilopascal, 134 degree. And then the time, sterilization time, is not the same. Okay?
Right.
Okay, there is many options. For example, the external cooling circuit. In the case the water
Now
is hot in the hospital and we need water cold, so there is an external cooling circuit to cool this water for the vacuum system. Okay, this is external and it is optional. It's working like that. It's we need a heat exchanger like the heat exchanger circuit the same. So cold water here and our circuit here.
Yeah.
So this cold water cooling this water and we'll get a cold water in the vacuum test. Okay, in case we don't need, so we open this and we recirculate the water without it. For the moment, all the autoclaves are working well. You didn't have any problem now with the autoclave machines or the steam machines?
Today we have one issue in the heater issue.
Oh, and I will ask for the heater because they have to send it, and after that there is no other problem, no? All are working.
Then Agnes told me there is some issue. Actually, he is couldn't able to attend the call today. He was sick. At least from Malay.
Which?
There is some drainage issue, water drainage issue.
Which hospital?
International something, international.
You didn't tell me. I hope.
Sadesh, that is last Saturday that I fixed that problem. This is, I think, it's related to the door. Door is not closing properly. It is not related to the drainage.
Door. Not related to the drainage, it's door issue.
A door issue.
Yeah.
What is the problem with door?
Door is not closing properly. It is, it's like a vibrating that one. It is once it will going. That is what I saw the video. In the top, it is not closing properly and it's not contacting properly the door to the door is going up, but in the lock is not closing properly.
Okay, send me the video if you have
I
or
think
some information.
I forwarded that video to Sinop. Can you show the video to Sinop?
Okay, perfect. Okay, I will see and I will tell you what's the reason for that. No?
Can you adjust?
It's for the new machine, no? For the S500?
Yeah, yes.
You didn't have a time to do more.
It's very short.
3 seconds. You pay for the videos?
No. Actually, they forwarded to me this one. I didn't do this.
Okay, I will tell you what the problem is. It's not yes, you can. It's not a big issue. I will tell you. Let's you check. Okay. I don't, because we have only today. For this team, it's clear. Any question, or we pass to other technology?
For steam, actually, the customer is asking, is there any kind of cleaning solution or
Chamber.
for the chambers? And for the lubrication of the door, if there is anything special, you can recommend us actually.
There is a special product we use for the chamber is passivation. You applicate it, you do a test cycle without load, and after that you clean and chamber come new.
Okay, you give me the part.
Very cheaper.
Same thing we can use on this team.
I will send you the number. It's passivation product.
Cost, what is the cost?
It's not rich 50 euros. It's cheap. It's not
Cheap.
It's very cheaper. Yeah, I will send you the quotation. Yes, and they use in France. They use always for everything they do the maintenance. They apply that and they clean the chamber. And it's always is.
Proceed. You will test first. Then I will do that.
Okay. So after the for steam, it's okay.
Yeah.
Washers.
Yes.
What is your offer? 10 years.
Okay, let's see that. Okay, 1 minute.
One mouse, I can give you mouse.
Now give me mouse.
Yeah, also
Share screen.
Okay. Mhm. Share.
Click open.
Okay. 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 You see this is the upper side of the chamber. And this is the temperature probe, temperature sensor, no? So, yes. In this part I want to show you the continuous push circuit.
I think it's coming near the tank.
Front side, yeah.
Otherwise, other side, corner.
It's in left side, no?
Yes.
No, I think it was front side, panel inside. In,
Tank order, side you will have machine.
that's the open one.
With this circuit, I can see, for example, this part. I can see all the how can I told you that? I can see all the codes, every part. So I choose the parts and I can see what's the part number.
Ah, this is good.
So,
Yes.
when we call you, we check this one, right?
No, normally with the drawing we have all, but for example, this smaller connector,
No
in the
part.
drawing you can
No,
see it. You can see the code. This tube in the drawing is not existing, no? So with the tank, so every tank I select and I can see the part number. Okay?
But this we cannot do.
No. This, this is for us internally, but if you do good your job, you make the machine working, you do a lot of work, I can share with you something like that. Okay? Okay? All agree?
And what about that electronics that in the machine? That some sensor is active, it will come on the relay, no? Can you explain just about the relay and
Okay, I will show you this part also. Okay. Sharing, so. this furniture. That's easy for you. Maybe chill with the rest. People. Okay, for the control system, here we use the BR, it's like Siemens, like Philips, but it's BR controller, no? So we have the main PLC and touch screen. This is the touch screen. Okay, it's coming with all the machines for in the loading area, but it's optional in the unloading area. Normally we find it almost one in all the machines. No, for the other area you can see the panel where. So this is a 5.7 pulse TFT color screen where it's into the sterilization, and there is many connectors. I will show you the connectors you have and for which one. In the drawing, in the page 5, you can see, okay, the screen and any connector is coming where. So here we have a small picture for the back side of the screen. So we have the first connector is the supply voltage, alimentation for the screen. Then we have the Ethernet interface. This connector is to communicate the screen with the PLC. Okay. In these machines we use a switch. This connector LG45 Ethernet cable go into the switch, and from the switch to the PLC. Okay. Then the next we have two USB interface. These two USB normally there is nothing connected, no, for the USB interface, but we can use them for upgrade, for get the machine information, the backup, or for installing an external printer, for example. Okay. Then we have the X2X. It's going where? This interface. We go to the PLC, to the R3.0. To the connector R3.0. Then what we have? We have the CAN interface going to printer. And then we have the EF23. This the last connection is going to the other screen. To the other screen, the last one. Okay, so there is the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 connection. Okay, that the machine have in the other sides. Then we have the panelware in the other side, in the unloading side, the panelware. In this, we have only alimentation and the connection with the other screen. The screen only receives the information for the other screen. There is no software, nothing in the screen. It receives all the information from the principal screen. Okay, so that's all we have. It's very simple to reach. This is the blue one is the switch, the machine switch. So we have the screen. The screen have a connection X2X with the PLC directly, and we have a cable, the purple line, the Ethernet cable to the switch. These switches have also an Ethernet cable with PLC. So we only find in the machine two Ethernet cable, one from the switch to the screen and other from the switch to the PLC. Sometimes if we don't have communication between PLC and screen, we can put this cable directly from the PLC to the screen. If we suspect that the problem comes from the switch, we can go connect directly from the PLC to the screen to check if there is also problem.
You submit the quotation to them.
Then the other connector SC232, the orange one, is for the printer, integrated with the machine and it's connected. The other EV23 is the CAN connector for the unloading side screen. Then we have the USB, two USB without any connector, optional, so that we can connect an optional graphic printer,
So that I can.
memory stick, store data, we can take the data and we can install RFID.
The printer, the normal our printer, or you are providing a separator like
What's
printer, printers, graphic printers.
Yes,
So the
Yeah.
the printer for the
Normal.
big one, normal for A4. Yes, but you have to program that in the screen. It's not only I connect USB and I start printing. You have to tell the machine to use these outputs to can print these graphics. Then we have from the switch we can connect a network printer. We can connect our traceability system or our laptop to can connect to the machine directly. Okay. San Barcelona, that's me. Okay.
No problem, let me check it out.
It's clear this on this connection for the screen.
The worst case scenario tomorrow. No, tell them worst case scenario tomorrow. Okay, tell them. Yeah, maybe difficult.
So that's what you get if you install a printer, an external printer. You get this.
Can push for the copy.
This reports from the machine printer, and this one from the external printer. Okay. PLC. Here we have two PLC. Yeah, we have one PC, but two PLC. I explain it. So we have this PLC for what? Control. This basic, the left, you are not looking at that, but the left two one is for control, basic, and the right for documentation. That means in this machine we have every control. We have two. We have two temperature sensors for the chamber, two pressure sensors. Everything is two. One for the control and the other for the documentation. Because we are always comparing the temperature and the pressure. If there is a difference between them, so I have a problem and the other. In the case if I have only one PLC, if this sensor or this pressure switch is not reading well, I am not checking if it's reading well or not. I have to believe in the value he gives me. But if I have two and somebody controlling by different PLC, I am controlling always this value. If one sensor is failed, the other one is not failed and give me different measurements, and I have there's a problem with this. So we have to, with the PLC, remember always we have for control and for documentation. Now, in the PLC there is many models. Okay, you can see that in the drawing. No, we have the R3.0, .1, .3, many models. So now I will explain for what's in a model. I'm sorry. The yellow models is for the supply, for the power supply. 24 or 12 volts is coming here for the supply. It's happened.
It's touch screen. It's become touch screen.
So the green two models are for analogic inputs. Okay, here we have only analogic inputs. Yes, inputs but analogic. The blue one is digital inputs. There is difference between analogic and digital inputs. Then we have digital outputs. The blue ones, digital outputs, and then analogic outputs. Inputs. Sorry. In the drawing, you can see the same. Look, the same. Base, R0 with the number of inputs. This is for supply. This is for what? This analogic inputs. For digital inputs. Here you can see DE, digital inputs, digital outputs. Okay, and you can see what is the model exactly. Can I change the R3.0 by the R3.4? If I have a problem? No. Remember always this code. X20 digital output 19322. I can change it with this one, yes. They have the same code, but not with this one and this one. So every model have a code. If you have to change to check if the model is working or not, your maximum can change by one that have the same number. If not, it's not correct. For example, for the digital inputs, I can exchange R3.4 by R3.5. For the digital output, the same, but I cannot change the R3.9 by another one. Okay, so it's always important to respect this order. The PLC look on the same. In the PLC look, we have the R4.1 for the alimentation and the analogic inputs for the sensors and pressure switch sensors. They have the same number? No, so I cannot change between us. That's good. And here you can see the switch and the cable, Ethernet cable coming from the switch to the PLC. And other one going to the screen. No? Now, every model is composed by 3 parts. Every model. R3.1, 3.2, 3.3, everyone by 3 models. We have the connector, the first connector, the coding, no, the connector, this one. The first one is the same in all the models. You can change it by everyone. The medium one, no. The last one is the same.
Yes.
So, if I have problem with the last one, I can use anyone. If I have problem with the first one, the connector, I can use anyone, but not in the middle one.
Yes.
Okay?
Now, how will find its effective at one? Example, last one, first one.
The first one. All the connectors are connected but between us by this line, these copper lines. So if, for example, I have the R3.0, R3.1 working, but R3.2 to R3.0 not working, that means the connector between R3.2 and R3.9 is not good. Okay, these connectors are like that between us. Okay, so the alimentation is coming from this one, from the upper side.
If one of the sensor is not working, how can I look the PLC and check if it is not working? I can get it from the PLC. Any red or green light will be coming on the PLC.
Red becomes orange.
No, I correct your question.
Okay.
The sensor, the temperature sensor, is only for reading. Is a analogic input. So the analogic input don't give you it's working or it's always working, but maybe it's giving you the correct or the bad reader that you don't know. Okay, but the lights, it will be on always because it's connected. But you don't know it's working or not. The only way you know it's working or not, for that we have to basic control and documentation. If the value is the same in the two temperatures, that means it's working well.
Okay.
If the value is not the same, that means it's not working. Okay, so okay, this is the digital inputs. So this is the model with the digital input. What we have here? Digital input 1, 2, 3, 4, and all one of this. You know if in the green numbers, number 1, 2, 3, 4. So this is number 1, 2, 3, 4, the same numbers. Now, in the number 6, for example, if the number 6 here is with light, with green light, that means it's on.
Yeah.
The digital input is on. You can go to the drawing and see digital input 6. What is digital input 6? Is this input? It's on. Okay, it has to be on? Yes. So it's okay. Or maybe I have the door closed. Digital input 1, door closed. But it's not green. So I have a problem in the communication. I have the door physically closed, but not serial. The machine show me that the door is open. Okay. Here you can check what is the problem exactly. Okay, and this is the all the PLC control. This is the connector and the lateral of the machine. Okay, any question about this? Okay, it's okay. Yes.
No.
You are telling me?